It's today. No matter the month, no matter the year, it just seems like you can't get away from today. Lately, something else has been bothering you, following you. It's in your portfolio, or maybe it's the entire thing. Every day you log on and see red. You're losing money. At first, you average down, but now investing isn't as fun as it used to be. You stop buying, and thank God you did, because that wasn't the end. Now you're at the grocery store trying to find a sale because your brain is telling you that saving $1.25 is going to help you with your $50,000 loss. You buy the can with a dent in it. It's today again. You log onto your account and see nothing will ever change. You're sick of losing money. You sell. 1 million people bought Amazon shares in the late 90s, but you rarely hear about them. It wasn't the insight that was hard, it was the hold. That's the thing about bottoms. By their very nature, they can only happen after everyone has given up. It's 1987, 2002, 2009, and 2020, the day of, or the day after, historical lows in the market. What are people saying? Do they know? Let's see. On the Friday before Black Monday, 1987, the Dow falls more than 100 points for the first time in history. That Monday, it falls over 500, an amount the New York Times reports no one could have conceived of until it happened. The volume is so heavy that people aren't even sure what the closing prices are for certain securities. The paper quotes a trader as saying, "One word is operative out there now: fright." Luckily, though, it's noted throughout that the economy is strong. It's easier to buy if you don't see all your neighbors losing their homes or their jobs. Flash forward to March 6, 2009. People are losing their homes and their jobs, and fright is the operative word again. Author Brett Ahrens writes an article titled, "Has Fear Blinded Investors to Value?" He uses the space to put forth a theory meant to contrast the efficient market hypothesis that he claims allowed people to justify insane prices during the tech bubble earlier in the decade. Efficient market hypnosis. This is where the market simply lulls us into submission by constant repetition. You can't fight the tape. If a perfectly good stock has fallen 40% in value, efficient market hypnosis makes us think there must be an excellent reason for it. He doubts that it's all over, though. The economy is probably going to be much worse for much longer than many people expect. However, he notes that this doesn't mean you can't buy, continuing, "Whether these depressed shares are priced correctly or too low is another question." The brutal repetition that defines efficient market hypnosis is on display 7 years earlier, in October 2002, in a market recap titled "Bears Claw Markets Again." Blue chips dropped nearly 3%. It's that "again" that really tells you everything you need to know. Stocks only go down was the meme back then. Retail traders refuse to believe anything else is possible. The article notes, while many professional traders remain convinced that stocks are due for at least a temporary rebound sometime soon, their reassurances ring hollow to most investors. A manager describes the situation as the falling knife, and who wants to catch that? And then there's that word again. Investors fear that monthly sales data from retailers due today could be soft, adding to fears that consumer spending, the last remaining pillar of the economy, may be cooling. On March 23, 2020, the Wall Street Journal publishes an article titled, "I'm Scared. That's a Reason to Buy." Author James McIntosh remarks that it's easy for an investor to be paralyzed by fear. And if that's what he's feeling, then that must be what others are feeling. And as soon as it's what everyone is feeling, well, will it get cheaper, he writes? My guess is yes. But he continues, Perhaps it's time to start buying in, accepting that picking the precise bottom is hard. Another 50% fall is possible. This all brings us to our hero, the person you want to be in all of this. A poster named Red Flower 2009 from the Amazon Motley Fool message board. They appear, make 4 posts, and are gone. At the time, some of the posts from the board are titled "The Last Nail in Amazon's Coffin," "Expect Amazon to Disappoint," and "Could Amazon File Bankruptcy by October 23rd?" On September 26th, Red Flower 2009 arrives, titling his first post, "Amazon Will Rebound." He writes, "I have just seen a lot of people who lost hope for Amazon. It is true that economy is really bad, and you will probably see Amazon stock decrease in the coming few months. Lots of people are saying that with competition from other sites selling their products directly on their own site or publishing ebooks, Amazon will soon lose its margin. Then, think in another way. Microsoft has been competing with free software such as Unix and Linux for years. Is it failing? No. That is because its software is easier to use and nicer in interface. The same will happen for Amazon. I see Amazon not as a retail company, but as a technology company. Its e-business platform is just better than its competitors. Indeed, the reason why many .com fails is because the technology is not there. I am currently not an Amazon shareholder. I am thinking now. In 1 year, Amazon will prevail." A few days later, he replies to someone, "We, the internet generation, especially bookworms like me, cannot imagine a world without Amazon. I can live without Borders, Kmart, Microsoft, but not without Amazon, since it is the best. I just bought 2,000 shares at $5.84, and I will see how it will do." His other 2 posts are less insightful, but maybe more appropriate given the narrative he was surrounded by. He titles the first post, "All idiots in this board," writing, "You are all wasting your time." His final message continues in this genre, "Go back and eat some potatoes. You're just wasting your time." Thousands of internet businesses went to zero in the 2000s. Hundreds of banks failed in 2009. Major restaurants and retail brands declared bankruptcy in 2020. There's a falling knife in front of you and you are afraid. Good. It's today. You open your portfolio. What are you going to do? Thanks for watching, guys.